Hey guys, how's it going? So, the second yo-yo in this whole package, right? And you know what? I've actually gotten a couple of pads as well. So, medium-sized pads, 3 medium-sized pads, and they're purple. I didn't actually notice that in the first part of this unboxing, but I am super excited because I've been running out of pads and these, I've been getting sent pads, so it's awesome. I'm going to basically use all of these instead of the silicone, which is really, really tedious and tiring. But, okay, the next yo-yo is... Ooh, I know this one. This is the C3 Move. So this yo-yo, I first became aware of it in the 2015 World Yo-Yo Championships. I considered buying one, but they only had B grades left, and I thought if I was gonna get one, I would want to get an A grade. So I came back to Sydney and a lot of other things happened, completely forgot about it. And then now, I've finally been able to own one. So this is what the Move looks like. So the Move itself is another yo-yo that's very, very designed for finger spins, I suppose. And C3's just been pumping these guys out. So, you know, if you guys saw my last video, you know, the finger spin is phenomenal at finger spins, as you know the name, but the Move is pretty good as well, and the finger spin was designed after the Move, so I'm curious as to how this thing stacks up against this, because you know this is the new and improved model with like the new specifications and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this thing out. Oh gosh, let me just silence my phone. Right, I'll leave it for now. One other thing, the Move is a kind of a budget yo-yo, so I think it's around $50. So yeah. That being said, C3. Ooh. So to be perfectly honest, I forgot how this thing played, even though I've tried it before. And right now, it feels like a very smooth but sharp, angular kind of yo-yo. Also pretty light. This reminds me a bit of the Corruption, actually, but not quite as light and not quite as nimble, and a bit of added stability on there. That'd be like the best way to describe this. It's got a smaller kind of diameter than what I would have expected from a yo-yo like this. That being said, it's still got a very competitive shape, very easy to catch, very much in my preference. So, whoops. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's try finger spins. Damn, I feel as if finger spins in general have become such a status point for yo-yos that all these manufacturers are like building yo-yos specifically for the point of finger spins. And you know what? Everyone likes to think of the Horizon as the yo-yo for finger spins. And you know what? It probably was one of the first, but with all this new stuff that's come out, the Horizon would get trumped by any one of these yo-yos. Like the Horizon wouldn't be able to spin longer horizontally than the Skyver or some of the iYoyo stuff. It would probably get trumped. But yeah, and even this, it's just super, super long spin times. And actually, I'm gonna try something out. Try and tilt the axis. I probably could have been able to do it if I... Wait. Almost. Almost. So, in terms of playability, finger spin capabilities aside, this thing is like a weighty... It's not light, it's not heavy, so I'd say this thing is kind of in the middleweight range. a bit of a reluctant mover, so like if I was to really crank up the speed, the weight itself makes it a bit difficult to kind of like bounce through all the strings and do the whole, you know, fast playability stuff. And it's pretty small, so even though its shape is very competitive, it's a bit, you gotta pay attention. But yeah, great yo-yo. One other thing I'd like to try with this is horizontal play. And I don't know what pads are in here, but it's got a really tight bind. Like, almost a little bit too tight, to be honest. But alright, let's try this thing. Horizontal. So it handles it pretty well. I almost snagged a bit there. Whoops. And because of its kind of like heavier weight distributed nature, it lacks a bit of stability for horizontal, mainly because it's a bit smaller. Let's try this combo. I haven't done this combo for such a long time. So I'd say that it's very, very stable on a vertical kind of axis. Very stable, very small. Horizontal doesn't really lend itself that well because of its small kind of shape. It's definitely harder to catch. That being said, I guess maybe I'm just used to bigger yo-yos. But the move's real kind of strong point is its ability to finger grind. And like most other yo-yos, yeah, when it's basically designed to do that, it's a really fun kind of selling point. Because for some reason, everybody wants the horizontal finger grind. And getting a yo-yo that's really good for it tends to make it sell better. So yeah, those are my opinions on the C3 Move. Definitely something interesting and definitely something great if you're looking in the budget kind of end. So I think the Move is about $50. Only thing I would keep basically beginners aware of is that it's kind of small, kind of difficult to catch. But hey, if you have small hands or like you like undersized yo-yos, but you don't like, or maybe you like V-shapes and you just really like something that's angular but you have smaller hands, maybe this is great for you. But yeah, if you're looking for something to drill into with competition, I'd probably, I give it a go, I consider it. But yeah, it's small, super stable, really light, interesting yo-yo. So yeah, any comments, questions, and criticisms, post them down below, and I will see you guys next time.